Good morning, students. Today we are going to do some MCQ questions from our Term 1 chapters. Let's start. Today we are going to discussing some MCQ questions from the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure? So the first one, who was the first person to use the term element? Who was the first person use the term element? We have options: Robert Boyle, Lavoisier, Dalton, Charlie, etc. But the answer is Robert Boyle. The right answer, Robert Boyle. Robert Boyle was the first person use the term element. Then second, size of colloidal particle in a solution. What is the size of colloidal particles in a solution? We have some options: more than 100 nanometer, less than 1 nanometer, between 1 to 100 nanometer, between 100 to 1000 nanometer. We know that the size of colloidal particle will be very less. Here we indicate it as nanometer. 1 nanometer means 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Here the answer is between 1 to 100 nanometer. So all should study it. The size of the colloidal particles between 1 to 1000 nanometer. 1 to 1000 nanometer. The next question, which of the following is not a compound? Here we have options: marble, washing soda, quicklime, brass. Here we know that marble has a chemical name, that is CaCO3. The chemical name of marble is CaCO3. The chemical name of washing soda Na2CO3.10 H2O, and the quicklime CaO. Here brass is the right answer. The brass is not a compound, is a alloy. Next question, the number of metals which exist as gas. Here the answer is 0. There is no metals exist as a gas. So the answer will be option D, none of this. Next question, which method is used to separate cream from milk? Centrifugation is a method used to separate cream from milk. The next question, which of these show Tyndall effect? We know that the colloids show the Tyndall effect. Here we have some options: common salt, lemon juice, copper sulfate, milk. We know that milk is the example of colloids. So the milk is the answer which show the Tyndall effect. Next question, dissolved sodium chloride can be separated from water by the physical process of dash. How we can separate NaCl from H2O? We have so many options: sublimation, filtration, separating funnels, evaporation. We know the answer evaporation is the correct answer. Next question, we can separate the volatile component from its non-volatile solute by the method of dash. We can separate the volatile component from its non-volatile solute. We can take the example of NaCl. Here in NaCl, H2O is the volatile component and NaCl is the non-volatile component. We can take the salt solution as example. In this example, water will be the volatile component and NaCl is the non-volatile component. So evaporation is the right answer. Using evaporation, we can separate the volatile components from its non-volatile solute. So we solved some MCQ questions from our term 1 chapters. So all should watch the video clearly and try to answer it. Okay, thank you.